So the video right before this, we talked about non-negotiables when it comes to your money, things you absolutely cannot do. This vlog, well, it's a little bit of a gray area. So there are some negotiables when it comes to your money. So there are things, you guys, that I am like passionate about, and it's like absolutely no, like no debt. You have to budget. Like there's some things that are pretty strict in order for you to win with money. It's not for me to just like be strict to be that crazy girl that you watch on videos, but for you to really have a plan in place. But there are some things that you can kind of fudge around and it's okay. Life's not gonna end. And so one of those things is having a buffer in your checking account. So there is a difference between a zero-based budget and having zero money in your checking account at the end of the month. So some people think, well, I have a zero-based budget, so every dollar that's coming in is assigned to a category. Yes, that's correct. But you don't want to get it so where you're spending all of your money and you have no money in your checking account, because what's going to happen is, yeah, something may come up and you may end up spending, what, $15 extra on something? Because if your checking account has no buffer and it goes down to zero, and say you spend like $15 more or $7 more or $3 more and you swipe your debit card, and you have no money in it, it's down to zero, you guys, you're gonna get hit with overdraft fees. I mean, it's gonna just be a mess. So that's not worth it. You need that buffer. Also, a negotiable is how much you put down for a down payment. Down for a down payment. Down to down. I teach 10 to 20%, so that's a non-negotiable, that range. But anywhere in there, if you have 12% you can put down, that's great. If you can go up to 20%, that's awesome because you can avoid PMI, which basically is one less fee that you have to pay on your mortgage. But other than that, if you want 12%, 15, 18, wherever you are and you have that payment between 10 and 20%, go ahead and put that for a down payment. And down payments is just one part of home buying and having a house, which can be a lot. So the Rachel Cruze Show, episode 3 is all around home hacks. So make sure to sign up for my newsletter to get all the details on episode 3, which actually comes out tomorrow, about when and where it plays. So make sure to sign up for my newsletter. Another negotiable is where you bank. So you could do a big, national bank name that everyone knows. You could do more of a local bank that's like state specific. You could even do a credit union. Anywhere, any place like that, it's good. I prefer local banks just because when you're working with the bankers and there's, an issue or something, you actually are talking to a person that can probably make better decisions than if it's like a Bank of America where the head person is somewhere in some other city. That's what I find helpful, is more local, but it's a negotiable. You can go wherever you want to go. Also, where your emergency fund is. So you can put this amount of money, your 3 to 6 months of expenses. We talked about in the video before this, how you have to have an emergency fund and you want to make sure that you can get to it quickly. And so the fact that it's not an investment, that's a non-negotiable. But where your emergency fund is can be a negotiable. So you can have this in a savings account in your bank. You can do a money market. Anywhere that you want it for it to be easy to get access to, you can decide. And the last negotiable kind of hurts my heart, but it's just true, is the cash system. So I have the clip system and I have my wallet, which I love. I designed it for this purpose. But listen, if you've been budgeting for a while and you're really on track, you're good with your money, you don't necessarily have to do the clip or the envelope system every month, okay? You can swipe your debit card and go about your business because you've really been trained in this and you know what to do. The cash envelope system is great for people that tend to overspend. So I still use it personally because it's just good for me to keep that accountability. But also if you're just starting off budgeting, then I would really recommend you do this. But it gets to a point where a lot of people think that all I teach is like you just have to use cash all the time. And no, you don't. You can use your debit card. Totally fine. But again, the cash system is a great thing if you're new to this or if you're a big spender like I am. But again, it's a negotiable. You can use your debit card and still win with money. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more fun videos and for the Rachel Cruze Show. Remember, another new episode's coming out tomorrow, which means there's been 2 other episodes. So go back and you can watch those as well on demand and check out this other awesome video.